Okay, I'm going now. Hi everybody, good afternoon. I hope this is working okay because I just had a bit of a connection issue just before I started. So I hope you're there. Oh gosh, everything's collapsing. I hope you've had a lovely Jubilee weekend and had lots of nice relaxing time and drinks and fun and food and everything with your friends and family. It feels like a really long weekend, doesn't it? But at the same time, it seems to go really quick. Pop in and say hi if you're around. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Claire Manning Creative, and I am a designer of stamps, stencils and dies. There is a link to my website below if you want to have a little mooch around, but I'm just going to do a demo today. I've got no new products for you or anything like that. It's just nice crafting together. So pop in the comments and let me know you're there and that you're watching. So just before we start, I just want to have a little chat with you guys and give you a little bit of an update of some things that's been happening. So you'll have to bear with me a little bit today. I've changed my personal social medias back to my maiden name, unfortunately, because of a breakup. So I know that lots of you will notice that and wonder what that means for the future of the brand and things like that. So I just wanted to pop on, really. I'm not somebody who likes to discuss these kind of things on social medias, obviously bearing in mind other people's feelings and stuff like that too. But I just wanted to let you know Claire Manning Creative will be continuing. Eventually I will change it to Claire Fleetwood Creative, which was my maiden name. So you might see some crossover for a little while, just while I get all that sorted. That part is not something that can happen overnight. So I hope you'll bear with me. But we are absolutely hoping to continue. You know, as I've recently told you anyway, we've moved house and premises and things like that. So I'm really hoping this, you know, can continue for all of us. I'm not seeing your comments, so I do apologise. I'll have a look after. But yeah, I hope that kind of, it might explain why sometimes I haven't been around as much. Anyway, I'm going to change to the other camera now and I'm going to do some card making for you. So like I say, I'm just going to shift a few things out the way and just get on and do some nice crafting with you today. Let me see if I can get comments up on my phone so I can still chat with you and see who's watching while we're discussing, in case there's any questions or anything like that. Live chat. Oh, that's better. That's better. Let's have a look, see who we've got. So we've got Roxy, Hazel. Oh, thank you, Hazel. I meant to reply to you this morning. I'm sorry. I've just been chock-a-block. Me and Natasha have been doing all your sale orders, all your TV orders. Thank you for that, Hazel. I will send you some postage money for that if you drop me an email and let me know how much it cost you. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Melanie. Hi, Nola. Who else have we got? Cleona. Oh, you and Mum. So is that Cleo with Karin? Yes. Hi, Karin. Hi, Margaret. Lovely to see you all. That's okay, guys. Honestly, I'm fine. It's just obviously when you change your name and everything online, it's all quite public, isn't it? So I just thought I'd reassure you all that we're still going to be around. You just might see me under a different name, that's all. So what I wanted to do today was I found a load of old like backgrounds and stuff I'd done when I was sorting out some of the office here. So I thought I'd kind of have a play around and maybe use some of these up in cards. I don't know how many of them yet, but I thought I'll get a couple of stamp sets out. I've literally just picked two random ones that I use a lot and do some colouring with them and some heat embossing with them maybe on some vellum and just see what kind of, just make a few different cards really. Nothing too intense or stressful today. I just wanted to craft and have a chat with you guys and relax. So I hope that's okay with you. Who else we got? Hi, Sarah. So yeah, do pop in and say hi. Tell me what you've been up to. Tell me something nice and what you've been up to all weekend for your Jubilee. That would really cheer me up. I'm just going to grab a couple of things, so I apologise if I'm not super prepared. I just had a little meeting as well before we come on. So yeah, please excuse me if I'm just still getting a few bits out. Shame about the weather yesterday, wasn't it? We had some sunshine all weekend and then it was cold and rainy yesterday. So did everybody hibernate then? I know I did. What else? What other colours do we need? Let's see if we can do something with a bit of craft. Like this craft paper almost here. Let's have a mess about with that. I just want to kind of have a play really today and see what we can come up with. Got some card blanks out. You've had to pick up all your sequins, Tracy. I saw your post the other day. You poor thing. Right, there's 3 card blanks here, so let's take advantage of that. Let's see if we can do 3 different cards. I'm going to get a heat tool, and I'm going to get some. Oh, I'd say some embossing powder, but have I got my embossing ink? Have you got an embossing ink around? No. I'll tell you what. I bet I can use that white and then put clear over the top. Some of my stuff from my trolley at TV that I take is still at home. That's a clear. We can use that. Need to get some spares. Right then. Let's see what we can get done here. This is on my desk. So, does anybody else use anything like this when they're going through stressful situations in their life? This is my favourite. It's called This Works. And I think I've spoke before about I use the sleep one as well when I'm struggling to sleep sometimes. And this one is, I always use it when I go to TV. And you put it like a pulse point. So it's nothing to do with crafting, but all to do with mental health and feeling nice. So I thought, I need a bit of that today. And you just put it on your pulse and it smells of like lavender and chamomile, I think, and all these kind of relaxing, lovely scents. So that's keeping me going today. That and tea and cake. So Roxy, you've had a poorly little one all weekend. Oh, what a shame, but you got some crafty time. Millions of sequins mixed with cat and dog hair for Tracy. Oh dear. Margaret's going to see Harry Styles this weekend. Oh. Amazing. Very jealous. Nola, you and Steve are going to be Nan and Granda. Congratulations. Oh, Karin, it's your birthday. Is it today, your birthday? They're saying happy birthday. So I'm going to first of all just stamp out, let's do this flower on some white. Let's do that one first. So let's do it on some, I think I've got some watercolour card here. And I need some black ink. Oh, it's Friday. Ah. Yes, we all saw your pictures, Tracy, of your sequins, you poor woman, having spilt them everywhere. Dearie me. I'm just going to stamp this in black and do a bit of relaxing watercolouring, I think, with this. This is the kind of craft that I go to when I need a bit of relaxation, which is just stamp something out, colour it in. Got some little water pots somewhere. There's some little bottles, didn't we, Tash?
Yeah, there is one of them.
Oh yeah, I've got them. Lovely. And I need a brush. Blending. So I know plenty of you have seen me do a bit of colouring like this before, but let's do some different colours and just have a nice relax with it. Natasha sat in the corner with a coat on, freezing while doing orders. It's July. I just said to her, you're going to be freezing in this office in the winter if you've got your coat on in July. It's not particularly warm today, though, is it? Right then, pens. So I want to do something completely different. I really want blue leaves today. Don't ask me why. I just fancy it, because why not? So I'm thinking something like a creamy yellowy colour for the flowers. Maybe a little orange centre. Yeah, I like that combo of colours. Yeah. You might have noticed on the Clareman and Creative website as well that I've got 3 boxes left of this size of the Karins before I restock. Now we're in our new office and storage space, so just to clear those out before I do another big order, I've actually reduced this set of 26 to less than it even is on Amazon. I think it's like £44 or something. So if you do want a bargain, grab those. And talking of bargains, it is the last day today of all the sale stuff, because again we've reduced loads of stuff recently over the last few weeks, and then I did even more for the Jubilee sale, but now we've cleared down a lot of stock to make room for all of the fabulous new things that are coming. And wait and see it till you see all the new stuff that's coming over the next coming months. Now we've got loads of room and time to get all that sorted for you. So if there's anything that you want as a bargain, because it'll all go back up to normal price tomorrow. So yeah, I say midnight, but then I'm not going to stay up till midnight and then take it off. So you've probably got till early morning, or maybe when I go to bed tonight. Right then. Tracy says, take your coat off or you won't feel the benefit. You love this stamp. Ah, thanks, Tracy. Nola, you must be so excited to be grandparents. Is this first grandchild, is it? I remember you telling me that you'd got grown-up children. So I'm gonna blue leaves. I don't know why I wanted to do this today, but just to try something new and different. So I'm just adding a bit of colour to the leaves, and then just going to do a really basic blend out with some water. I'm not even using 2 colours, I'm just doing it really simply, because I want them blue, but I don't want them to look insane. Just a nice simple blend with a damp, just a little bit of water on my brush. I tend to find as well when I do 2 leaves next to each other, can you see I took the blue up a little bit further on that one? When they're next to each other, if you take your colour up to the same level on both, I don't know, it just doesn't quite look right. So I tend to do one darker than the other, or take the colour further up, and it just makes it look more natural to the eye. And I know that sounds ridiculous when we're doing blue leaves, because there's absolutely nothing natural about it. But if I was to stop my blue here on this leaf, I don't know, it just kind of changes the flow and the angle of it a bit. So when there's two together, I do one with more colour than the other. Just seems to work quite nicely. The leaves done, nice and easy. I don't know which background I'm going to use this on yet either, but we'll get to that point when we feel like it. So I'm going to do this orange in the centre. This brighter yellow, and then this like creamy. I think I've done similar colours to this before, maybe in this, can't remember. So I've just been chatting with Jason here at Burton Gertz about we're going to be arranging some events and some workshops and all sorts of lovely crafty things going on in the shop here in Sutton Coldfield, so look out for that. It's going to be demo days, workshop days, and there'll definitely be some good offers and things on our kind of launch day of this area that we're going to use for craft anyway, so there'll be lots more to come. It's just a few things we need to finalise before we let you all know when that's happening. That's exciting for me. Yeah, vanilla and cream, yes. It's quite pretty together, isn't it? Sometimes the colours that you don't think, I think blue and yellow were like opposites on the, well, not blue and yellow, sorry, violet is opposite to yellow, isn't it? Blue is opposite to orange, so maybe because they're kind of, even though some of these are palo, it's more orangey yellows, maybe that's why they go quite well. So I'm just blending the two creamies and yellows together with the pen itself. Oh, I've got a new flash deal for you today as well. I can't remember whether I've just posted about that or not before I went live. I might not have finished the social media post. But it's basically the Hessian background stamp. The A6 one is this week's flash deal, so that's a half price one for you. And now I've got used to the colours, I'm going to do multiple petals at the same time. I really like the shape of these petals for colouring. So much space for you to use your pens or your paints, whatever it is you like to use. Anybody got anything new, crafty stuff? Hi Sue. Right, I'm just going to trim around that because I'm going to put it onto one of my backgrounds. Are there any other smaller scissors around? Oh, I've got some. Yes. Natasha found a pair of scissors earlier that had seem to have got some glue on or something because they wouldn't open, they were kind of glued together. Yeah, I'm just going to trim round and then I'm going to decide which of those backgrounds out of my little pot that I found a load in. Do any of you guys do that when you've got lots of backgrounds you've been playing with, whether you've got your jelly plate out or your paints or your whatever? I know these are from previous lives that I've done where I've just been playing with certain stencils or techniques and had a load of leftover backgrounds, so I thought it'd be nice to actually show you how I'd think about using them. Just checked out you're over 2 hours away, but would love to come and see you one day, Claire. Oh, that would be lovely, Sarah. It's not too bad if you were coming like make a day of it. So we're hoping to do workshop days, afternoons, things like that. Obviously demo things are just more of a quick, but actual workshops there will be things for at least a few hours, so hopefully that makes it worth your while then, so you can come enjoy some crafting, check out the shop and the local areas and things like that. There's plenty of things to do in Sutton Coldfield. It's a really nice little shopping area, so hopefully that makes it a bit more worth its while then, doesn't it? So I've got a card blank. Let's just decide. I think I fancy a bit of this foil, you know. Oh yes, let's trim that down. So this will be one card. Card number one. I think I'll put that straight then. So let's just have a look at that size wise. I think that needs to trim down a bit more. And then I'll put something on the background there. Let's have a look what colour. Got some scraps and stuff as well that I can use, and like half pieces. So it's nice sometimes, isn't it, just to dive in and see what you've got and if anything goes. Sometimes you discover different colour combos as well. Not feeling like those were going now. How about that? Oh, I need something more yellowy. Oh, I don't know. Oh, this might be nice. This kind of textured gold. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. I remember when we made the 4-stripe backgrounds. Ah, thanks, Tracy. Is that straight? Yes. I'm going to glue that down and then trim around it. I told you I never throw anything away, Tracy. So I've left just a little border around there, and then I can trim it just in the corner then without wasting any. Keep those bits for something else. And I know that was only kind of like a rusticy kind of one, but I'm still going to use that for something. Definitely use that for something. So this is a bit smaller than I would normally do on a 5x7, but I think I quite like it. Yeah, I think that looks alright. I wanted to do some sentiments, some black sentiments, so I think I'm going to just die cut. Oops, that's not quite straight. I'm just going to die cut some black. Just going to do some haze, so I'll do 3 of those, and then I'll use the same one for all of them, I think, today. Oh, I've got navy scraps here, that'll work. And if I've noticed that these die cuts, if I use 2 pieces, and as long as I use my magnetic shim to make it nice and tight on the die cut, it still seems to cut them perfectly through both pieces. So it means I can do 2 at a time. I'm not going to bother doing the background piece this time, just the main word itself. So in fact I could probably get 4 out of there, look. Just get some washi tape to hold it down. Why are you keeping that ridiculous 2-inch scrap? You can't throw anything away. Why would you throw it away? Let's cut that piece. Stick this piece down while we're waiting for that to go through. Just want it nicely in the corner there. So that's 2 perfectly cut. Loads of you have picked these up in the sale, the die cuts. And there'll be more of these coming because you all love the fonts and everything of these sentiments. So if there's particular sentiments that you fancy, particular words, let me know. I'm going to be ordering loads more of these soon. The moment you throw something away, Hazel says, you're going to need it. I completely agree. Tracy says, open an Airbnb in the office. Oh my goodness. Shall I get my... I've got an air bed. You can sleep under my desk if you like, on my air bed. Will that do you? So I've got 4. Let's see. Let's see. I don't think I'll make 4 cards today, but we'll definitely do 2 or 3. Just pop that aside. So that's card number 1, the background. Nice and easy. Oh no, I don't like the placement of that. Slightly more to the side, I think. I like to tuck them under a little bit. Love cards that just say hi or hey, just to cheer somebody up. Number 1. Let's have a look at what we'll do for the next one. We would all be fighting to come. Oh, bless you. That's sorted, Tracy. Oh dear. That's funny. So this one was a Distress Oxide mix. I wonder whether you can still, this is a bit of an experiment, can you still get it to oxidise with water after it's been sat there for ages? Let's find out. Here's a test, because I have no idea whether this will work. You might just have to leave it for an extra little few seconds maybe. Some tissue to mop that up. So this was, oh look, it works. This was wilted violet, squeezed lemonade and ripe persimmon, I think. So again, I apologise that there haven't been many of the inks as normal on the website. It has all just been purely down to space for moving and things like that. So all those kind of supplies will eventually get restocked on the website once we're completely sorted. Oh, I did not realise that you could still do that months later, that is. So that is going to get chopped down to, I love this colour combo though, it's one of my favourites. Got to chop this down for a 5x7. I'd rather lose some of the yellow than as much of the purple, to be honest. So that seems about the right size now, and I've got the best of the colour combo, I think. But yeah, I could still do something with these. Don't have to throw anything like this away. You could put strips of that on a card, absolutely. Let's put on, so I did get out Pampas Grass, but I think I want to do something else with that in a minute. Let's use this one. This one is my everything, which is the Cala Lily. And I want to do, my favourite to do over that background is some white heat embossed. So I've got a bit of vellum somewhere. So let's see if this works, because I'm using a bit of an alternative here. Normally I would use Wow embossing ink or Versamark or something like that. But I've left it in my other bag, so I'm going to try, because this is a pigment white, I'm going to try and stamp in this. Should, in theory, work. Just never personally done it before. And then go over to set it in a clear. So if you haven't got white embossing powder, but you've got white ink, in theory this should work. Let's stamp twice just to make sure. I bet a new distress colour is due soon. You're right, Hazel. I'm sure there's another one coming soon, isn't there? So yeah, these pigment-based inks, these Brilliance ones, so they they stamp nicely onto vellum, but they would smudge if you don't heat set them with something. So that's why I'm thinking it's going to be perfect to heat set on white. It looks okay. Let's just see if it works. So this is just clear gloss, but you could use a clear glitter or any kind of non-opaque one. Well, you could use an opaque one, I suppose, but that would change whatever ink. If you don't want it to change the ink that's underneath, use one that's translucent. And I think they've started to put on their labels, like O for opaque or T for translucent. There we go, like that one's got a T on. So that helps you know whether it's one that will be more translucent or not. That's set. So what I'd say about that is it's not come out as bright as using the bright white opaque I normally use by Wow. But you can still absolutely see it, and even over that look, it's still really nice. So I'm going to trim around that. Still absolutely works. Trim around that and layer it on. Is it all cold and dull where you guys are as well today? Freezing here. I hope it's going to be nice by the weekend again. I love vellum, especially heat embossed on vellum. It's one of my faves. There we go. Right, so I think I want it with the purple at the top, and I think that needs some white sequins as well. Tuesday's going to be the best day this week, is it? Lovely. Whoops. Oh gosh, throwing everything everywhere. I'm sat at a funny angle here. I didn't lay out my camera stuff really at the right the right place here today. Let's get the sequins out. Where's my white ones? Are they mixed in with there? Let's get those. And under the haze from somewhere, place together. Will you be doing a Neo pattern vellum similar to like you did before? Not at the moment, Hazel. They have to be made outside of the UK, and at the moment, the kind of size we are as a small brand, it's just not economical for us to get that volume in, have to store them. I'd have to charge you an absolute fortune for them to make it viable right now, but that's not to say we won't in the future, but not right now, I'm afraid. So I'm just trying to hide the glue by popping it kind of behind the lines of the vellum, but it will dry clear anyway. This time I'm not going to tuck the hay behind, I'm going to slap it over the top. Well, gently place it strategically rather than not slapping it on. But good job, horse is not around to knock yours over. I know. I miss horse so much on the lives. I'm sure you guys too. I tell you what I should do. I'll do some like little Facebook or Instagram lives. Might not necessarily be about crafting stuff, but if you guys would still like to see him, I know I post a picture sometimes. But would you like to see a bit more of horse? He's settled into the new house really, really well. He's been an absolute trooper. So it's all very good. There we go. Card number 2 with the background. Let's have a look. Let's do one more with this pampas grass. And I want to do something, I'm thinking maybe the vase on the craft card and the leaves on some vellum. Let's try that. Like a nice rustic looking card. So actually I could probably stamp them all together. Probably only need half a piece of this white and do basically what I've just done with the colour lily, but on the vellum and the craft card together. Well, it's actually craft paper, this is quite thin, but it'll do the job. And the vase on there. And I'm hoping I'm going to get a reasonably crisp stamp because I haven't even used a anti-static bag here because that's in my trolley at home as well. I came straight home from Hobby Maker on Wednesday, then obviously it's been the bank holiday and I completely forgot to pick it up on our way into the office this morning. So straight back in with that white brilliance, moonlight white that is, if anybody needs to know what that is. Horse fan club, yes. He's an absolute legend, isn't he? He's everybody's favourite dog. Just going to go over that vase again, that hasn't come out quite as bright as I would like. Go. Yeah, I keep meaning to update his Instagram page as well. If you don't follow that on Instagram, it's a dog called Horse. And I must admit, maintaining 2 Instagram pages, obviously for the business and for him, was quite time consuming. So I haven't posted on there for ages. But you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to make a conscious effort to put all his gorgeous pictures on there more often and do some videos and that as well. Because he is the world's most amazing dog, in my opinion, obviously. And he is my best friend. Well, my best animal friend. My best friend Jane would be fuming if she heard this. She'd be like, I'm your best friend, Claire. So I'm just getting the same with that clear gloss. I probably should have done a different colour there to show you. She knows how that works with a different one, but hey, never mind. Too busy chatting. Let's heat set those. So the other 2 I chose the background after, didn't I, for the flowers. The second one, sorry, with the Calla Lily, I chose the background first. And this one we choose the background second again. So it just goes to show you can start off a card idea with a stamp in mind, with a colour in mind, with a background you want to use up, with a sentiment you want to use up. Other supplies, like I knew with this one that I wanted to add a bit of craft card in and make it like a rusticy. Kind of thought it would go well. Might use this for some wall art. So I thought it would go well with like our homeware range. So I might put this one in yeah, I'm not going to stick it on a card. I'm going to turn this one into a piece of wall art for at home. So this one won't fully get finished. And then I'll post, when I finish it at home, I'll post you a pic of this. But yeah, I've been waiting for ages to move and get settled in to use something with this pampas grass to make for at home, because I think it really goes with a lot of the things that we've got for the new house. So this will be a nice thing to put up. Looks, the pampas grass leaves or feathers or whatever they are look really nice though in the vellum, don't they? Cutting around them really roughly here. I might neaten these up a little bit later on. Just wanted to show you roughly what my idea is going to be. Rid of those bits. Yes, I'm thinking some kind of background. Oh, I've got some heat embossed stripes there. Maybe some of that. have I got? Stars. I like that, but I think it's not enough of a contrast. I might use something completely different, I don't know. But I definitely want to might even do some extra of the leaves. I want to do something where there's just a small amount behind this, and then maybe a nice, you know, I do a lot of those positivity kind of quotes and stuff for the website and the socials. So I feel like I want to have something like a nice big pot of them and then something underneath. So, but that's worked really well again, doing on the craft card as well as the vellum, using that white and then white clear heat embossing it over the top. So I'll show you that when we're finished. Let's bring the others back in. And we've got our lovely Distress Oxide with vellum on top and the foil stripes vertically with the glow up stamp. So that was fun, wasn't it? Let me just swap back to the other camera because I just want to say thank you really for, you know, being kind and lovely and listening to me, and yeah, I hope you'll stick with us and continue to support us as we do change slightly, but it will be all in just a name, really. Everything else will stay the same. In fact, we've still got tons of plans that we had already to expand and grow and stuff like that, like I've been telling you. So hopefully it won't change anything for the worse for you at all. But thank you for watching, your kind words, and I hope you enjoyed the crafting, and I will see you next Monday. Bye guys.